Ready for tonight. Should touch that. An obvious one, ladies and gentlemen. First game against the Chargers. Let's see. Did that work? Did that fix us? Are we back? Microphone is back. We good? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So I got to do it over one more time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. We good? Perfect. Thank you, Scotty. Well, who is that? Yep, that's Scotty Games. Wait, no, I'm still muted? No, I think I'm good. I'm not good. Hold on. Oh, you can hear me. Jack can hear me. Can everybody and anybody else hear me? Going once, going twice. You know, Turf is always struggle streaming. You know how Turf gets down. Yeah, and as always, I pay homage. Shout out to the lead attorney. That's his terminology there, struggle streaming, if you will. But yeah, if you can hear me, let me know. I'm good finally. I'm good. Yes, sir. 805 in the building. You know what? I'm jumping right to it, man. Chat lives matter. Chat lives matter because so many people are already in the building. We'll wait and pause on all those other things that I had in plan. So first and foremost, man, we got the homie Raider Paul in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show, my dude. Raiders. We got another one, ladies and gentlemen. Sacktown, man. We got the old school heads up in here today. Turf family, appreciate you for coming through, Sacktown. I hope you enjoy the show. We got my other old head back, well, young old head back in the building. We got Scotty Games in the building. What's cracking, Scotty? Hi, Turf. Scotty's back. I'm glad you're back, my dude. Hope you enjoy the show, man. You already heard we got Jack Gustafa in the building. Cheers. Jack G, we appreciate you, dog. Hope you enjoy the show. We got Tom Dodds in the building. What's up, Bro Raider? We got Bro Raider in the building. There's so many of y'all, man. 805, you already know that is one of the homies. I can't wait to chop it up with 805. I'll be at the opener, man. So trust me, I will be right there with you as we try to go 1-0, if you will. I don't know. We've probably been 1-0 quite a few times, but nevertheless, outcome has been great, man. My dog Yaya is in the building. Brother Yaya, salute Turf. Chat, appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. And you are absolutely correct, Yaya. Everybody's hungry for football, man. Everybody. And my young man, Scotty, I missed you too, man. Glad you could come back and kick it with us, man. I hope you have opinions. I hope everybody in here has opinions because that's all we full of right now. It's just straight up opinions, right? It's really nothing groundbreaking, right? You know, we're still out here in booty shorts and tank tops. So it's going to be rough for a little bit longer. But as I've stated, before you guys could hear me, Turf has been gone for a little bit. And the reason being is because shout out to my young little crump boy, Trayson James. My little dude is making me a liar every which way till Sunday. And he has officially made his second of only 2 years competing in the Junior Olympics track and field edition, if you will. It'll be held in Des Moines, Iowa, first week in August. So he's currently at practice right now, getting it in. He made it for the 100-meter hurdles, the 200-meter hurdles, the 400-meter dash, and the 4x400-meter dash. And believe it or not, my little man is like 4th or 5th in the nation for the 200-yard hurdles. It's been getting better and better every day. So, I mean, that's what it is, man. You know, baby girl is coming back. Shout out to Terrence Sienna. Should be coming back home for a week or two, if you will, back from Minnesota. Yeah, man. And my middle son, Tyler James, same thing, man. He's finding his way. He's graduated this year. So that's what's going on with Turf, man. It's been a lot going on this side of the ball. Hence why Turf has been out. Shout out to my dog Pigs, man. I know he's been going through it as well, right? In terms of the lack of time, if you will, to get out here and get in these YouTube streets, especially when it's just not much to talk about, you know? But I thought I would go old school. You know, I got on an old school jersey. That is Bo Jackson, for you people that don't know, the number 34 for the silver and black. I would assume you all should know. I'm going with old school heads, old school minds, and old school takes. You know, I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people that claim they love this game, you know, let alone their team, right? You would think you'd at least know your team, you know, but they claim they love the game, man. But as soon as you let them know about things, particularly specific things on your team, your players, right, coaching staffs, etc., determining on, you know, depending on how they justify their likes or opinion of likes for these people, you're never really going to get a clear, straight answer. You're not going to get the truth. And the reality is they don't do their homework, and they want you to do their homework for them. Shout out to my little cousin nephew, Thaddeus, man. He's I want to say he's a sophomore now. Central Connecticut, man. Starting center for Central Connecticut. And this young man had the nerve to tell me I was crazy because I didn't think that Mr. Ashton Janty was elite. I don't think he was one of the elite running backs last year, and I don't think I'm alone with that thought process. But I have my reasons. Everybody here knows we study film. Shout out to 805, Severe, Protect the Shield podcast, the War Room, right? The War Report. We know how it goes. We know how we get down on this side, man. And we watch film. Why do I have to tell y'all about the film that everyone watches and then have to prove it to you, send it to you, do all the work for you as the ignorant person that doesn't do your own homework and just decide to stay in the clouds based on your thoughts and wolf stuff that, you really don't really have a clue on? Because you're not watching tape. You're not studying. You're not doing the things that we do on this side of the fence, if you will, in terms of how we love ball. So, I mean, I just want to put that out there for people. When you hear all of these comments and all the takes that you're hearing from people, how about do your own homework? How about stay on the couch, get off the couch? I don't care how you do it, but how about break out some film, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. And that's why I'm old school today. I'm ready to bring anybody up to have a conversation and debate on anything that I say in terms of how I view who I'm discussing, right? I've watched the tape, ladies and gentlemen. My eyes don't lie to me. I think I've already put out plenty of clips and points on me getting my eyes checked, man. My glaucoma is good. You know what I mean? I'm only -1 in each eye, right and left. Very small prescription. And being a running back myself, I think that gives me a little bit of say. A little bit of say. So if I'm telling you about a running back, at least go do your homework. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. And if I tell you that there are several plays that said running back missed a hole, ran into the back of a lineman, didn't have the ability to hit it, right? For whatever reason, pause. Right? I mean, speed, agility, who knows? But you go do the homework. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of people that want to sit and fuss and debate about something they haven't even paid attention to or watch. And then we're just sitting here. Now I have to prove to you. It's retarded. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. I'm no longer doing it. When I have these debates and have these conversations, just like I do when someone says something about somebody, I shut up and I go do my homework. Again, I can think of a clip specifically, a very specific clip, and everybody remembers what went down in Detroit, right? Everybody knows, Turf was not happy with that pick in terms of the tight end for the second year in a row. And in terms of Bowers, right? But what did I do? What did I do, ladies and gentlemen? Because I admitted I didn't know what he was. I just knew he was another tight end. I didn't want another tight end. Didn't make sense to me. But I shut up. I did my homework. And what did you hear me do? Come out and correct myself. I get it. We got the best player in the draft. Bar none. Doesn't matter what position he plays. At that point, drafting at that position, you're getting the best player in the draft. I stand corrected. Because that's that's a problem that a lot of people have. Standing corrected. Go do your homework, man. Because we're going to have some more conversations tonight that I'm guaranteed to piss people off. You know what? I really don't care. I don't care. I did my homework. You go do yours. There's plenty out there. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty out there for you to see. In terms of how these players are doing, reacting, acting, all of these things, man. So you go do your homework. Right? And that's how I'm going to leave that. Real talk. That's on y'all. You got to go do your homework. Yep, so it looks like TikTok is banning me as usual. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sacktown. Shout out to Turf Jr. Yes, sir. Man, I am a proud papa. Proud papa. Yeah, obviously, y'all that have kids and all that good stuff. You know what I'm referring to, man. I mean, man, if I wasn't out there yelling and screaming and losing my voice and wilding out having a good time, I'd probably be over there crying. One out of the two, but yeah, we don't cry over here. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I put that out there, man, because y'all need to go do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Go do your homework and have those conversations, you know, after the fact, where you actually have a leg to stand on. You have something that you've taken a look at, you know. So that's where we at tonight, because we're going to deep dive into this thing with a few of these guys that I keep whooping them, you know, because that's my job. I want to make sure everybody knows where the sore spots are. And not only that, I want to be held accountable for when I'm wrong, as I have been and will continue to be. Shout out to the Raiders Syndicate. You already know. My brothers keep me honest 100%. 100%. So yeah, what's also pretty cool about this whole track and field thing is this should be exciting. It was absolutely exciting for me. And maybe while we get through this, maybe y'all will get lucky and I can pull up a picture. But shout out to Mama Buford. Yes. Our new offensive guard, number 70. Believe it or not, his mom was helping out, right, with regionals for AAU Junior Olympics. Collecting money and stuff at the door. And like I told people, it's the perfect person to have at that door because she is not letting you get by without catching that cash. And I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Hey, I'm already a Buford fan. I think he's got a shot, a legit shot, at kicking up some dust, man, and getting some reps on that offensive line. I don't put anything past him in terms of at the minimum getting playing time, if not even potentially vying for a starting spot. Right? He's young, he's hungry. You know, he's been at places where they've been successful. Right? Shout out to the Winers. You know what I mean? That's where he came from, but he's ours now. And I already told Mama Buford, he's going to be the first lineman that Turf gets in terms of jerseys. Turf is buying a Buford jersey this year. Guaranteed. I don't know. I don't think I can get to the preseason games, so it may have to wait till one of the other games. But I'm definitely getting that jersey, and it will definitely be the first lineman jersey that I've ever purchased in my life. Right? I'm slowly growing, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Turf, man. Claps for Turf. I'm growing. I didn't even check to see if everything was running live. Yeah, everything seems to be going good. I think maybe that was trying to think of what could have possibly not worked in terms of not starting. No, I think we're good. I think everything is going. One thing I did not check on. X, ladies and gentlemen. X. Where's X? That has ended. We need a new version of X. Keep the session. There it is. X. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me see if I can get on here, guys. Let's see. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can. I am, but I don't see. There it is. We are live and we got views. We got views, ladies and gentlemen. So come on in. Please hit those thumbs up, right? Like all of that good stuff. But most importantly, subscribe. Subscribe. I know I missed a couple of weeks, but I'm usually here every Tuesday. And last but not least, hit the notification. That way, you'll know. You'll know every time. And yes, 805, 100% correct. Tonight is going to be a doozy. I can already feel it. I don't hear anybody fighting me yet, though. Trust me, it's not going to take long, for the issues to start. I mean, it's no time like the present, right? So let's dive right on into it. Because the first question is Fernando Mendoza. How much progression has he made since rookie camp, right? You know what I mean? And just to put it out there are some key dates coming up, right? You got July 23rd, which is when the rookie coaches, when the rookies report to training camp. Obviously, rookie coaches, all coaches will be in training camp immediately, effectively from that respect. And then the 28th is when the veterans come in. So you get a little time in between, not much. I am very curious. I'm very curious what you guys think in terms of who's gonna, start. Particularly the offensive line. Curious about those particular starters. I'm curious on who you think's going to start at wide receiver. I mean, I think we obviously know 1 and 2, but what about 3? What about 3? But yeah, man. Fernando Mendoza, man, is he ahead of schedule? I think we all know what the grapevine says, right? There's a lot when it comes to hearing it through the grapevine. And I don't necessarily listen to the grapevine from that respect because, again, we're in booty shorts and tank tops. None of this is better. Yeah. Oh, wow. So now I see what my violation warning was. My live is flagged for hate speech and hateful behavior. Oh, where does that come from? I guess I must have pushed the wrong button on the wrong player, family, or friend. I don't know. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. But okay, we'll have to see how that goes. We all know this is 100% a family show, so no idea where that comes from. But anywho, I don't think this rookie's made much progress at all in terms of where we need him to be. If you're looking to see him on the field this year, listen to everything I just said, not just the part in the soundbite you want, because there's no way he's going to be ready this year. Period. But I mean, knowing Raider fans, y'all are restless and y'all want him in yesterday. So, that's another question. We know that we have one of the toughest schedules in football this year. It's not going to be pretty, and the chances are we are not going to win a lot of the first half of the season. We'll be lucky to win 2 games. No. We'll be lucky to win 2 games the first half of the season. So the question is, are we going to need Fernando Mendoza? Is he going to sit and learn as the Tom Brady effect goes? Or will, from what we're hearing, in camp and how well he's doing all those good things, will that force him, right, to get in the mix? Say we lose. Say we're actually even. 4-4, 3-3, 3-4, and we got a shot, but everybody's just talking about this rookie. Do you throw him in there? I mean, 2-6, 2-5, probably. Everyone's gonna want him in there. What if we're the exact opposite? What if we're 6-1, 5-2, winning, looking good, and he's not out there? I'm curious to know what y'all think, man. Seriously, I'm curious to think what y'all got, man. Raiders Unleashed in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoy the show. He tells me I got flagged for the same thing. Turf, that's crazy. And this is a family establishment. Turf doesn't curse. Y'all know that. Well, I mean, and I should say I don't curse in public, right? Let's be honest. When I'm around the homies, I'm a potty mouth. I got a sailor mouth just like the rest of them. It is what it is, man. I can't help that fact. But yeah. But yeah. And 805. If you think the excuses for Janty are bad, get ready for the potential excuses for Mendoza. Bro, I am hoping this is my Jordan moment. For y'all that don't understand what that statement means, I'm just gonna give it to you raw and uncut. I told you it's the old man deal today. I hated Jordan. It didn't make sense to me. We traded half the team for Jordan in my eyes. There was just so many things that happened. And long story short, clearly Jordan became the best player ever. Ever. I hate Mendoza. And I don't hate the kid as, I hate we picked him first. I hate we picked him at all. I hate all of it. Just for a lot of reasons. I hate it mainly for the same reason we picked, why I hate what we picked the last year. Everyone knows I hated that pick at number 6. I'm in my Michael Myers stance. I'm in my Michael Myers stance. I absolutely hated that pick. It was so bad. It was so bad. Look what we have to show for it. We could have had Memble. We could have had another solid lineman. I mean, we could have even possibly had a number 1 wide receiver. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't know what to tell y'all. It's gonna be a problem, man. So Turf hopes he's wrong about all of it. I hope that it gets hard to get on this camera because I'm so wrong. And I'm promising you I will be here every day for it because that's a good thing. That will be a great thing. If I got nothing but y'all bashing me for saying the truth, that means clearly something changed. And we'll be singing praises. And I'll be the first one in admitting that I'm wrong, just like I did. Right? It got so bad too, right? After the first 3-peat, why even bother to say anything about how I hated you? Right? That the ship has sailed, right? Because we already went through the trials and tribulations. We already got through all of that. I think we're in the mix of that right now. I think we're in the mix of, not all of the front office is capable, but a lot of it is. Previous to this regime, none of it was. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't like any of the previous regime. Peter Carroll and company with his little son. Don't get me started. Yeah, so I'm still not a huge firm believer in the existing front office, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I told you we going raw and cut. Get mad at me if you want. Because I think there's still some pieces that need to be removed from the building. There's still a stench. And we're going to continue to carry that stench. And I'm not saying there's a specific person, right? Shout out to Mark Davis, man. I've always been a Mark Davis fan, a Mark Davis believer. The man has shown me every bit of the spectrum in terms of an owner. And and actually having ownership and responsibility and accountability for his actions. I mean, Mark Davis went through hell, y'all. I don't think you understand. I the guy couldn't come out of his house without somebody yelling and screaming at him about the Raiders. Period. Period. I saw it with my own two eyes way too frequent. And at some point, it's like, dog, you gonna leave that at the game? Like, I get it. We all fans. Some real fans way more than others and most. But come on, bro. I mean, the man's out way outside of football, trying to enjoy a meal, just trying to be out. And you got people running up on him with signs. And I'm not a fan of any of that. But at the same time, I do understand this is kind of what you signed up for, particularly owning the now Las Vegas Raiders, who, in my eyes, is the best sports franchise of all time. It's the best sports franchise of all time. Period. You know, I personally, I do have some hardware to remove. You know, if you're watching the vertical, shout out to you in the vertical. I appreciate you. I know it's the most easiest to watch. You won't see where the hardware needs to be changed, but if you just are so happen to be watching, right, the regular typical television view, you're going to see we have a particular individual still on Turf's Wheel. Don't worry, that will change before the season starts. Honestly, it should have been gone a long time ago. It's just I don't know what I want to replace it with. That's part of the problem. How do I replace that? Who do I replace that with? I mean, you see, there's a receiver. I mean, the only other receiver that I'm comfortable with purchasing right now is a receiver that absolutely has to have it. Shout out to Trey Tucker, Mama Tucker, and family. Man, I'm pulling for you, Trey. My son's got your name, Trey. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not the whole thing, right? Trey. Yeah. It's gotta go down. It's gotta go down, man. That's gotta be something that happens for us, for sure. And I'm pulling for the kid. I think he's gotta have a year. Right. We've said this too many times. I think everyone knows and has said it. I've been one of the biggest defenders of Trey Tucker, if you will. And no, he's just got to get it done. I mean, it's look, you can look at it as many ways as you like. Quarterback, no quarterback. Running game, no. Like offensive line, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? So, hey, shout out to Sack, man. I love it. Y'all keeping them streets clean, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. I love it. We got Jack Kenna in the building. Another OG. Appreciate you for coming through. I hope you enjoy the show. Let's hear what 805 has to say. 805 is a baller, and I mean that in every sense of the way in terms of football. He's ex coach, right? All those good things, man. But honestly, I don't care how we look with Kurt. I just want the coaches to play Mendoza when they think he's ready. Handle this process the right way. And that is so key. 805. That is so key because what does that really mean this year? Because if you're 7-2 and he's ready, do you put him in? I mean, I think we already know the answer to if we're 2-7. Do you want to put him in? Or do you pay attention to the offensive line or yet the lack of offensive line play? That could cause your potential franchise player to never be, period. Never be. Right? I mean, how many first round quarterbacks have never been? That's a tough situation. That's a very, very tough situation. And that's why it's like, well, is he ready? But is your offensive line ready? Is he ready? But is your number one wide receiver ready? Right? I don't know, man. That's a great question. I don't know how that's going to work. But what I will tell you, the only way, in my eyes, the only way you see Mendoza hit this field is if not only Kirk Cousins gets hurt, but my man, oh, AOC. And for y'all in the vertical, you can't see it. It's an AOC signed helmet supporting the troops. Shout out to all the troops. Shout out to all of the military and the support. We appreciate your service. But yes, I don't think you have a chance in hell to see Mendoza this year. I don't care where we are in the process. I mean, yes, the good scenario would be that we're winning and someone gets in. And it's, hey, it's kind of all you got, right? I mean, that's kind of the scenario you want. You don't want the scenario of we're 2-7 and someone's hurt. You don't want the scenario of someone's playing bad. Everyone's playing bad. It's all we got left. You don't want the scenario of no wide receivers can get open. There's a lot you don't want. There's a lot you don't want in that situation. But look, I don't think you're going to see the kid. I'm just going to tell you right now. If I had to bet money, and that should be a prop. That should be a prop. My money will go on you don't see this kid all year. I don't think you see him all year. They know they don't have what's necessary for this team to compete, particularly this year with this schedule. I mean, we still got Max Crosby. Shout out to Max Crosby. He was quintessential to being moved in order for us to have multiple pieces in order for this thing to really be a night and day turnaround, and that didn't happen. So, you know what I mean? And that's that, 805, just ask the question, man. I mean, what does Kubiak want to see before handing over the offense? Like, what is coming? Where does he want this thing to be in terms of quarterback play? Is he, hey, get the kid in, experience matters, hey, we'll deal with the rookiness of the situation and go through the growing pains, or take his time? We still need plenty of more pieces. It's a good question, man. It's a good question. And I mean, the other thing that really, really is tough on us is the fact that what are you going to do? Are you going to keep 3 quarterbacks on a roster? You know what I'm saying? How does that work now with this new rule? Because, I mean, you got Kirk and ALC, but what if there is no third position? I believe there is, so clearly Mendoza would be that third position handling my clipboard. What if not? Does he go to the practice? Like, no, he can't. Because, right, you can take him off the practice. Like, what happens here? These are all questions that still have to be answered, man, because the Raiders keeping 3 quarterbacks is going to be a problem for the running game, if you ask me. Because that means there's no way you're getting the fullback. And if you do, you're stealing from the wide receiver room. We don't have no wide receivers. I don't know what to tell you. That's a great question, man. Y'all tell me. Chat, what's up? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Raider Nation. You know what I'm saying? Are we keeping 3 quarterbacks on the roster? You know that takes away a roster spot. Roster spots are precious, right? What does Kubiak want to see? I don't know, man. I could imagine what he wants to see. Doesn't mean I know or have a clue, right? I have no issues with how Kubiak's going to go about this because it's his team. It's his, right? He's the rookie. He's got to deal with it. There's going to be some things, man. It's going to be some things to worry about and deal with. And he's got to put his big boy pants on early. Running backs are next. We already spent 40 minutes in the monologue, introduction, hello, and everything else. Running backs. Thanks, Jack. Hit them likes, man. Hit them likes, ladies and gentlemen. Go on ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, for the love of God. Don't y'all think Turf do a good job? I keep you entertained. You know what I mean? I keep myself entertained. Just in case you were wondering. I'm a nut, man. I don't know if you saw. I wore one of those helmets where you had to, pump in the air. I don't know if it's all there anymore, man. It is, and that's where, for the people that have problems with my takes, there you go, man. Too many hits to the head, CTE. We shouldn't joke on that. I shouldn't joke on that because CTE is real. It is real. And hey, Scotty, see, and this is the key. Thank you for saying this, Scott. Thank you. Because that is what people think. And I'm sure he would probably even think that from looking at my takes, etc. And the truth is, none of this ever had to do with him, honestly, at all. It could have been the best running back in the draft class, and I still would have had a problem with picking him at 6 because of the obvious. We were never ready for him. The same reason I'm pissed off that we have for Mendoza. Everyone's scared that he's not even going to be protected. We could have had an offensive lineman, remember, last year. The year before that, we could have had another lineman. I think the Patriots snagged him. All the other teams have been building up where they need to, so when that piece does matter and they get it, it just fits. You know what I'm saying? It just fits. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I hear you. I hear you, Rebel. That is Raider Rebel. Appreciate you for coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoy the show as always. Look, I don't know if we're ready. I think that we're definitely way more ready on the defensive side, even though we still have a huge 12-gauge hole called secondary. Secondary is still not available. We don't have a disruptor. And when I mean by a disruptor, I'm talking a real, true, double team, necessary nose tackle that will wreak havoc every play, a.k.a. Jalen Carter. I don't know, man. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to see. Because I don't think we're ready. I think we need to solidify our guard play. I think we need some depth on our tackle play. Our centerpiece, if you will, Mr. Miller on the left side. I don't see him lasting the season. So, right, you're going to have to play games there. There's a lot we got to deal with offensively. And I'm going to keep Like, does anyone else disagree with me? We don't have a number one wide receiver. How many times do I have to keep saying? We don't have a number one wide receiver. Everyone wants to, oh, well, it'll be Brock Bowers. He's always. We don't have it. We don't have any of it. And it doesn't grow on trees. It doesn't happen overnight. Right? This is why these top 10 picks matter. So, yeah, Scotty, I don't hate Ashton Janty. I don't dislike Ashton Janty. I don't not like Ashton Janty. I actually think he's a hell of a player. I really do. I think Ashton Janty is a hell of a player. But his circumstances. Man. He got drafted to the wrong team. I don't think that bodes well for him. You know? And we'll dive into it. I mean, I promise you, he had the 7th most carries of any running back last year. You hold that for your veterans, your guys that have already been through the ringer, that have already been tested. And you know, everyone says, "Oh, you get hurt this year." Yeah, you better. The less you're thinking everything that he did not get hurt. 7th most touches, carries, rookie. Does anyone know the average time of a running back in the NFL? Anybody? Somebody enlighten me. What's the average time spent for a running back? I don't care about anything in terms of longevity. What is your average lifespan for a player, any caliber, in the NFL? Right, because for the ones that are in the hall, gold jacket wearers, for every one of those, I can show you a Todd Gurley. I can show you a Richardson. I can show you guys that, hey, they may have had beautiful rookie, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, even 5th years, but then what? Right? That's, I mean, look what we did to our guy that everyone wanted to pay. I mean, I think he actually had the most touches of any running back the season he broke out for us. And I mean, the injuries started, right? And don't get me wrong, because I do see, and that's why I say I'm fair. The context of the injuries after that needed a year, right? He came back, a contract battle, didn't start the season off right. So, but these things happen, but it's the running back position, and that's why if you can go back and look at the tape, I wasn't happy with what he was doing because of the fact that I knew as a running back, you need that time to gel with your lineman. You need it. And you already know what I'm talking about. We talking about Josh Jacobs, one of the best running backs to ever put on the silver and black. Right? You know what I'm saying? And we'll be lucky to see JJ in the league in another 3 to 5 years. And it's not due to the domestic BS. No, it's going to be due to the actual physical play. He's got to be tracking towards having the most carries. They didn't use him as much, right? You see, it's just not easy. And he is much, much larger Then Ashton Janty, pause. Couple inches, right? This, that, and the third. Yeah. So, Rebel. He had 7 most touches because Brock Bowers was injured. We had horrible quarterback play and bad offensive line. I get it. I get it. And I'm going to tell you, like I told you, I got on old school. To me, what that says is excuse. After excuse, right? Because that's what I explain to people. Name any other elite transcending running back that they ever had to have a conversation for to say why. Name one. Just give me one running back that was ever worth their salt that averaged less than 4 yards a carry. No matter the case of the offensive line. Doesn't matter. Like, name me one. You're never going to find it. You're never going to find it, guys, because elite running backs don't care about offensive line. I'm going to really piss people off now. Because clearly, for whatever reason, people don't want to agree with the justice system, however you want to see it. But O.J. Simpson was found innocent, ladies and gentlemen. O.J. Simpson was found innocent, for the record, regardless of how you see them treating this man. He was found innocent. Like, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. There's no question that he was literally the only thing that the Bills had. He was literally the whole team, every which way till Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Did OJ have any, excuses? That man ran for 2,000 yards in a 14-week season. 14-week season. Shame on the Bills, man. Look, shame on the Bills. I don't care how you view it. I don't care how you want to see it. What the man did on the field was what he did on the field. There's no way you're going to hide it. There's no way you're going to erase Orenthal James Simpson from the books in any way, shape, or form. That man was the Bills, is the Bills, will always be the Bills. You'll need another 100 years before anyone recognizes anything in Buffalo that doesn't have to do with OJ first. So, I'm glad y'all had your fun with it, if you will. I mean, the man's dead. He's nothing you can do. You know, I mean, I guess you're hurting his family and friends and things along those lines, but it ain't him. I mean, he can't care. And I mean, hey, shame on you. I don't care what people think. I told you I'm old school today. Turf got it on today. Hey, shame on y'all, man. That has nothing to do with what that man did on the field, let alone the fact that he's innocent. Found innocent. Innocent, found innocent. I digress. But it's so funny I say that because we are in the running back room, man. And this is where I think y'all are going to have problems, bro. I think y'all are going to have problems for a lot of reasons because Mike Washington Jr. has very little wear and tear. Mike Washington Jr. is actually the bigger back of the two. Mike Washington Jr. is also the fastest running back of the crew. If you don't see where I'm going, I don't. Look, I'm going to tell you this. What Klint Kubiak is known for is his offense, his running game, his ability to create a magnificent avenue for a running back, particularly a running back with speed. Ashton Janty doesn't have that. Fast enough, absolutely. Absolutely, 100% fast enough. But 4.5 to 4.3, ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing to talk about. There's really nothing to talk about. And that's going to be the reality of what you see, like everybody else is seeing in in these, practices and so forth, which is why you won't hear much, right? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hear much because the narrative has to fit. But what I'm telling y'all right now is Ashton Janty is looking over his shoulder. And the reason being that the Raiders, and this is again where the front office will come into play. I don't care that the last regime chose this guy at 6. He's not the best running back in the group. So be it. He's not the best fit. See, because that's the thing. People don't realize. A running back with speed, let alone his size, makes a difference. And there are just things that will not translate. And I think Kubiak's got some things up his sleeve for a 4.3 running back. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't even know if he's ever had that. Right? I don't think he's had that in Seattle. 4.3 speed? 4.4 speed for sure. Booker, for sure. But 4.3 speed? 4.3 speed? Ladies and gentlemen, 4.3 speed is different. And that's what Mike Washington Jr. has. It's got 4.3 speed, ladies and gentlemen. And what else I want you to know and understand is the kid behind him, that kid they call Roman Hemby, he doesn't have 4.3 speed. He's got everything else. All the intangibles. Probably right now the better running back out of the backfield. Versatility. Whew. I mean, Dylan Lowby and Chris Collier. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Right? I don't know what else you say to that. Because that's going to run thin. That is going to run there with everything. I think it's obvious the running back room is Ashton Janty, Mike Washington, Roman Hemby. I don't know if we go with another two or Dylan Lowby, Chris Collier. I think those are just camp bodies. I believe they will eliminate both of them, one for maybe the quarterback position and slot that we need at 3, as well as, right? Another one that we need at fullback, because I mean, you can't have a fullback and then if he's getting injured, not replenish. Like you gotta have the fullback position. It's part of your scheme. Um, So, but the debate, yeah, Jack. Hemby is actually faster than 4.5 speed. He's a little bit, I want to say he's a tad under 4.8, 4.9. He's pretty much the same as Ashton Janty. I believe he actually may have clocked in terms of accurate times, right? Meaning, not the hand time and stuff that people were doing on the side. Say, oh, he ran a 4.4. No, the real deal, legit stuff that comes from the top. Yeah. I tried to tell y'all that Ashton Janty probably is the slowest dude in the room. That's including Dylan Lowby. I want to say Dylan Lowby even runs faster. Chris Collier is actually pretty fast, believe it or not. He's pretty fast. I see Scotty in the building. Turf. Do you think Franco caught the ball? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. He did not. He did not, for the record. I mean, clearly I didn't see it. He did not. He did not. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's my feeling, Scotty. He did not. Uh-oh. TikTok. Y'all hear TikTok telling me, you ban me, but then you tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and shout out to Emilionics in the building. And D Smith, man, my dog Damian Smith in the building, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. I think that's my dog from back home, from back east. We got wifey in the building, just me, mommy and on empty. Mommy and on empty. Huh? That is who she is. That is who she is. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. And that's the funny thing, man, because the debate is Ashton Janty already one of the youngest, you know, best running backs in the NFL? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I don't think so at all. And you're right, Yaya. School them, Yaya. School them, man. Everything said here is true, man. 805 broke the film down, dog. Paul broke it down. It's so hard for people to accept. It's so hard, man. It's so hard for people to accept. You just sometimes that front office just makes the wrong call, man. They make the wrong call, and unfortunately, at 6, it didn't matter if we drafted the best running back in that draft class. It didn't matter. We weren't ready for it. And you're seeing the effects of it now, especially after drafting the quarterback in the first round, and you still don't even have an offensive line. You still don't even know who your guards are. You don't know who your guards are. Period. No one knows who the starting guard is on either side. Either side. Nobody knows who the starting guard is. Somebody here tell me who's our starting guard. Who's our starting right guard and who's our starting left guard? I'd love to hear. I already know everyone's going to say DJ Glaze right, Miller left tackle. Who's the guards? Is it Rogers? Caleb Rogers? Shout out to get. I'm already moving forward, man. I'm going down. I digress. I'm pausing on that because I want to finish out this running back one. You know what I'm saying? I want to finish this running back one out because I said it earlier. I said it several times under my breath, but I got this old school transparent thing going on today. Ashton Jansen may not be the best running back in this room, bro. And y'all hate to hear that. Y'all hate to hear it. And then Turf is hating. Turf don't like him. It has nothing to do with none of that. I know my eyes work. And I'm telling you right now, the person that benefits from Kubiak more than anybody else in that room is the dude that is the fastest in that room. And that's Mike Washington Jr. The second best guy is the guy that's the most versatile. That is Roman Hemby, who's already very familiar with, you know. Oh, no. Turf's camera went down. Oh. No. Turf's camera went down. This couldn't be the worst thing. Like, let me look. Hold on. Hold on. You know, Turf always got a backup. Turf always got a backup. Shout out to Turf in the backup. Y'all don't have to deal with the backup here for a minute. Backup is pretty clean though, right? I mean, you know what? Let me place it on the spot that makes the most sense here. Yeah, y'all got the backup. Y'all gonna have to get the backup from Turf's camera today. There we go. Camera's back up. Yeah, we good. We Gucci. You know, it happens. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So, camera number 2. This camera's looking good, actually. Probably better than the one I had coming, which is wild. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I hate telling people this. I hate it because I know it's a problem. Y'all heard it from Turf first. Ashton Janty might not be the best running back in the room, y'all. I mean, it's the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. If you thought it was tough in college, it's the NFL. Like, there are superstars every draft. Every one of them. Every draft, there's a superstar. So, you tell me. I don't know, man. You tell me. That's how I'm gonna look at it. You know what I mean in terms of this running back room. You know, and it's funny because the debate is: does Washington carve out a short yardage rule? The dude is the biggest running back in the room and the fastest. Don't get me wrong. I definitely believe Janty is the better tackle breaker. All of it in terms of yak, those kind of things. It's Ashton Janty, but if you got a nasty offensive line, mano a mano, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. The dude is big. Pause. Let me just tell y'all, man. Let me just tell y'all. I just want y'all to understand this dude. He's 6'2", 228 pounds. Are you listening to what I just said? 6'2", 228 pounds. Ashton Janty is 5'8", 204 pounds. Is this on me? I mean, like, I don't like, you see what I mean by having these conversations, and look, I don't know what to tell you, man. Seriously. I really truly don't know what to say. Um, it's gonna be a problem. It's you guys are looking at a problem just waiting to happen. It's very possible that's our 1-2 punch. But wouldn't shock me if one of them is a one punch. I don't know. It is what it is. People are asking if Hemby can be the surprise undrafted free agent. Y'all are nuts. There's nothing to surprise about this kid. It's a shock he went undrafted. He's coming from a championship team. Look, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. I'm going to move on because we're already an hour into this. You know what I'm saying, y'all? We an hour into this. Shout out to Daniel Martinez. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. He's way too slow. Which one is way too slow? Because the truth is, everybody's the same on average except for Mike Washington Jr. Hmm? Jack, we getting there, Jack. I see you. I see you, Jack. For me, left guard is Zoom, right guard is JPJ. I'm not mad at that, man. I'm not mad at that at all. We're gonna get down there. I think I got that offensive line in there somewhere, but I've been hearing that there's a particular player kicking up dust. Mr. Rogers, Caleb Rogers, I've heard, is kicking up dust. I don't know, man. Putting pressure on him. I like Coon too. He's a rookie. Caleb Rogers is the vet, if you will, at this point. So, but Coon is definitely going to be the more versatile lineman. I don't know, and larger pause, but it is what it is. Shout out to Dabber Wax in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoy the show. But yeah, I don't know, man. So we gonna go there because I want to go there. It's not a whole lot to talk about. We got 2 wide receivers. We got Trey and we got Naylor. That's it. That's our 1 and 2. We got Trey Tucker and we got Naylor. That's our number 1 and number 2 wide receivers. I don't see a slot a third, right? Is Trey going to now finally emerge as a number 1? Potential number 1? Or will he turn into the real number 2 finally? Like, where does Trey sit? I don't think a lot falls on Trey. Trey is a unique individual that definitely gets separation, as well as obviously has the speed. So, has he had a fair shot? Everyone likes to say, oh, he needs a quarterback, right? He needs a quarterback. So, I'm giving grace. I like him too, obviously. So, I'm giving grace there, but at this point, he still can hang his hat on, need a quarterback, right? Because of Mr. Rob Bank Robber, Kirk Cousins. I'm not mad at it. Everyone should know I like Kirk Cousins. In fact, I've always been the one voicing he's literally a top 15 of all time. Of all time. Top 15 statistic quarterback of all time. I love it or hate it. It's Kirk. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is I'm tired of hearing about anybody receiving the ball. Not having a quarterback. We haven't had one for 3, 4, or 5 years now. I mean, some would say for the last 20 years. But for whatever reason, we seem to have guys that do damage. Brock Bowers, I want to say he's gotten some accolades, right? He's receiver after receiver that has gotten accolades and done well. So I'm tired of hearing the argument of no wide receiver. I mean, no quarterback. So that's why I say Trey is in a dilemma. Shout out to Trey Tucker. You in a dilemma, homeboy. You were with the Raiders now for 5 seasons, 4 seasons going on. I love it. I can't wait to rock with you this year. I think it is your make or break year. I think you absolutely either get your boogie on, which is what we all expect, want, and hope to have happen, or it's going to be time to find a new home. Because at this point, it doesn't really matter. And it has nothing to do with look at how many wide receivers leave our organization and get it popping. get it popping. So you don't gotta worry about that. You're gonna have another shot. You have a shot. It's just what it is. I mean, that's our offensive line. I mean, our wide receivers group. Now you know. Y'all know. You know I wasn't going to leave this group without having that conversation. You know who I'm talking about. Second round draft pick, Mr. Jack Besh. Look, I've been very vocal about this kid and will continue to be very vocal about this kid because the honest truth is, till this day, I still don't comprehend how he even got drafted by anyone, let alone us, in the second round. I just, I don't see it. I don't see his game translating to the NFL. Sure, he had a great college career. Great college career. Shout out to Jack Besh. Great college career, my guy. Not mad at any of that. You know what I'm saying? I think at TCU you did the best that you could absolutely do there. There was no you exhausted everything. Do I think you deserve to be picked in the second round? Absolutely not. By any team? No. I just don't understand it. I don't know how you got drafted at all. And this is where they're gonna be, oh no, you hate and this, that, and no, I don't see how your game translates. From what I understand, you're a tweener. We're talking about Jack Besh. Y'all, look, I watched tape. I saw. I didn't see anything that translated to the NFL. If I'm looking at college tape, there are things I want to see. The number one thing I want to see is easy separation. That should be automatic. As a wide receiver, anywhere under the NFL, separation, no matter what route you're running, no matter how fast, slow, or indifferent you are, should be a natural automatic C. I didn't see that in Jack Besh. I saw a TCU offense that was slick. I don't know. I didn't see it. Yeah. Look, Yaya. Shout out to Yaya. Because, see, we got to have these conversations, y'all. He was drafted high because of his story in one game. And here we are now stuck with it. That's how I have to look at it. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't do myself. I just probably messed up instantly. I mean, let me see. I think I just messed up. Let me see. I think I just messed up. Um, what is it? It's not too messed up. Look, yeah, I messed up a little bit in terms of TikTok. Shout out to my TikTok listeners. If y'all didn't know, man, please mosey on over to that YouTube world. Hit that like and subscribe. But last and not least, the notification bell. I don't know why I pushed boo. But yeah, hit that notification bell. I don't know how any of this is happening. This looks strange. Yeah, give me a little bit. TikTok, we'll get it worked out. The vertical is looking crazy. All of it is looking crazy, but we'll get it worked out here shortly. Yeah, I just don't think Jack Besh is going to make sense. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know why we keep pushing this agenda. Um, I don't know why we keep trying to have this be something, if you will. Why is this so messed up? Hold on. Let me see if I can find a way to make sure. There we go. Now I think we're back. I think we're back now in terms of our TikTok crew. Maybe not. TikTok. TikTok. You know what? I'm not worried about TikTok. we're we're very, very much so through this show. So TikTok, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Sorry. Yeah, you'll be fine, TikTok. But yes, used to be a tight end. And that's the problem. Sack time. Shout out to Sack. That's the problem, Sack. Again, you just hit it right on the head, my boy. Like, real talk. You just hit it right on the head. The problem is you can't be a tight end in the NFL. It's not going to cut it. He's not going to make it size-wise, right? There's a reason why um, he's just not. It's just not going to happen. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's just not going to happen. I wish. I wish it would happen for him, but it's just not. It's just not big enough. Pause. Shout out to Jack Besh, man. I mean, it's not me being a jerk or nothing. I'm just talking the truth. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what people want. I think people want the truth, man. That's what I came to give. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, this wide receiver situation is a problem. I've always said it's a problem. I've been saying it's a problem. Kirk Cousins has Naylor, who he's comfortable with, I would say. But that was X amount of years ago. Who knows if he's still comfortable with that? Naylor lost a step or two. No idea. But that's what we have to work with, right? That's the honest truth of what we have to work with. So it is what it is. And I just think it's a glaring issue that no one wants to discuss. And that's going to be a problem. You know, Turf has us winning 4 or 5 games max this year. I think you're seeing why that's the case. No one wants, no one wants to believe it. No one wants to discuss that part. Sorry. Turf keeps it a bean, right? Turf keeps it a bean. Look, we're going to go through the offensive line before Turf gets out of here. It's an hour-and-a-half show. It's a great show, by the way. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and last but not least, notification. I'm trying to get better at saying and doing that on a regular. It's hard, right? I'm cleaning house, if you will, in terms of all the necessary YouTube stuff. So help your boy out. Bear with me. I promise. It won't be a constant. You know, I do have to do what I gotta do. Sack. You got 6, maybe 7. 6 is the ceiling for me, and that's because there's 2 games that we absolutely had no business winning. I'm going to say, right? Like, we had no business winning. It happened, though. It happened. That's how we get the 6 wins. There's no way we're getting the 6 wins otherwise. So I'll leave that at that. But yeah, man. So like I was saying, man, this offensive line is real. And what I mean by that is it's real in terms of competition. And the competition that you're seeing right now is exactly what we're referring to. And that is the guard play. At least we got some depth now, right? See, because that's the thing. I'm not expecting all these guys to work out, but what I am expecting them is to contribute. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. And right now, the competitors that we're looking at, and I've already mentioned pretty much everybody on this list with the exception of one, and that is Jordan Meredith. Right? You got Spencer Buford, Jackson Powers Johnson, Trey Zoon, and Caleb Rogers. One of these guys are going to be the odd man out. And I hate to say this, man. And I hate to I hate to put this out there in the air. But I don't know if Jackson Powers Johnson is going to stick around. He was a favorite of mine. I would have loved to have him as an offensive line. Are you kidding me, Jackson Powers Johnson? Man, being able to run behind that, pause. Yeah, bro. I'm telling y'all right now that that's gonna be the tough one. I think that's gonna be the problem. Because if he doesn't start, I'm telling you right now, that is the guaranteed X and trade bait, something down the line, move him. Yeah, but I don't see him not starting this year and then sticking around. I have a feeling. I forget what trophy he won in college, but it was a significant one, meaning the best offensive center. What is that trophy? Let me see. Let me see. The Remington Award. Yes, the Remington Trophy. Shout out to JPJ. That's not easy to win, guys, or achieve. The Remington, it's not easy. Are you kidding me? But when he did, and deservingly so, he won. And I'm nervous because I don't think he's going to make it. It's saying a lot, man. It's saying a lot. I don't think he's going to make it, and that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very, very interesting. So I don't know, man. Scotty Games. Y'all got to remember, Scotty's a young buck, man. I play safety and running back, but I can try line. Yeah, well, at this point, Scotty, if you're gonna play for the Raiders, that's what we need. If you're gonna fill the hole, yeah, get ready. That's what we need. That's what we need, young buck. Starting line, man. So, but that's the line battle. You got Rogers, Zoom, Meredith, Powers Johnson, and Buford. I have strong feelings and high hopes for Buford. I think he may have found his home here. And shout out to Mama Buford again. Man, what a lovely lady. We had such a good conversation. I already told her, I already warned her, don't, you know, enjoy, just be ready to enjoy this when it's over. Because our front office does not know how to treat players during their tenure. It's when you are an alumni that you feel like you belong. Don't ask her. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen it, and I'll never understand that part. That part is the part I don't understand. I feel like that's the shtick, the stench. It's part of all of what I've talked about in terms of that front office. I can't put a finger on it, a person, but until we get that out of the way, it's going to be hard to get somebody that makes serious sense of noise in silver and black, for the near future. Right now, I don't see us having the ability to gain any stars, any real ones, just based on that. I mean, you just go do your homework, right? And this is where the front office and the Raiders got to get better. Look, this ain't me, right? Devontae Adams, shout out to his family, right? Derek Carr, I think his wife still might be crying. Like, come on, guys, we got to fix that. I will continue to talk about this until it's fixed, and nobody, right? You don't hear about this kind of stuff in any other establishment, organization in the NFL, right? But as soon as it's over, Raider Nation is the best on the planet. We need to be the best on the planet regardless. And I know you can do that, Mark Davis. If there's one last thing you do, Mark, before it's all said and done, because I know you are ready to just write a check and be done, right? There's no air, right? There's nobody coming behind you from that respect. Paul is like, yeah, this is it. This is the end of the Davis crew. I don't. Maybe he's got a cousin or something. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I assume it is going to literally be the end of an era that will never be duplicated or replicated again in terms of the silver and black. Um, but I'm a Mark Davis fan, so don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I gave y'all an hour and a half, right? Hour and a half it is. Counting down. I'll leave y'all with some questions. This is how we'll do it. I'll leave y'all with some questions for next week because I want to know what your true thoughts are. I think I know the answers to most of them. First one is, who do you think starts at number one? Right, you hear all the hoopla. I want to see where people are really truly at. Does anyone honestly think that Mendoza has a shot to start? Anyone thinks that? Okay, just a good question. Now, this is a really good question. This is a great question. Who's going to be the leading receiver at the end of the season? Will it be Brock Bowers? That would be my immediate automatic number one bet. Y'all know Spence from Dead in the Water. If you haven't seen the clip already, go check out the channel. He doesn't think you should even look at him fantasy wise. Don't even look at him. Right? I don't know. But who will be the leading receiver? I hope it's Trey Tucker. That's what I hope. But I'm not going to lie, my expectation is it absolutely will be Brock. It will be Brock Bowers. 100%. Now, another question. We haven't talked anything defensively, and I'm going to leave that to next week. I did that on purpose. It's been an hour and a half of all offense and, turf man old school. But who's going to be opposite Eric Stokes at that cornerback position? Is it going to be Darian Porter? That would be nice. Right? Who's going to be there? Is it going to be Jeremiah McCoy? That would be nice too because, hey, that's a rookie that we got for a steal. A steal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, Reese Rock. Appreciate you for coming through, my dude. As always, hope you enjoyed the show, man. But yeah, like, who's that gonna be? You know what I mean? In terms of that cornerback opposite. I actually have high hopes for Darian Porter. I mean, every regime can't get everything. At some point, right? A broken clock is right twice in a day, right? At some point, the sun shines on every dog's you know what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you're right. You know what I mean? I think you're right. If he's healthy, I think you're right, Jack. But I don't put anything past Darian Porter. And I see that being a legit battle and them possibly both being out there, right? Who knows? Who knows how that goes? Another great question I have. This is a great question. Which rookie or player, right? And then you can have two. You can have two names for this. Which rookie and or player, right, will have the biggest impact this year? Woo! Impact. Oh, I'm losing. I'm losing. Maybe not. Hopefully that's just a lie. Okay, yeah. Looks like disconnected, reconnected. I don't see any drop frames though. So hopefully you guys caught all of this at the tail end of one of the most successful shows we had, especially being by myself for a day. Yes, yeah. Which rookie has the biggest impact? I'm going with McCoy. Um, I think Mike Washington Jr. is a great pick because I think he can steal the job. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but I think when you see that speed and how he hits those creases, pause, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Now, last but not least, my last question for y'all, and these are things to write. Remember for next week, because these questions will be back. Right? It's not like there'll be a game played. Much changed. But what's the realistic record, man? 7-10, 9-8, 11 wins. I've already heard 6. I've heard 6. I don't see it. If we win 6 games, I will be. If we win 6 games, man, I think we got a chance in the next 2 to 3 years. We can win 6 games this year. We that means the players that we have to have hit absolutely hit, including the ones that are existing. And I don't see that. So, but those are the 5 I got for y'all, man. Those are the 5 questions Turf has for the Raider Nation Peanut Gallery. It's been a great show. I'm ecstatic to be back. Hopefully I can stay on course next week. I should be good, right? I got the first week in August. Be shooting from a hotel near you in Des Moines, Iowa. Shout out to Des Moines. I heard it ain't nothing to do. I don't. Yeah, I'm worried about that, but yeah, but yeah, we'll be back. We will be back, and y'all make sure y'all have y'all homework done for next week. For y'all young bucks that want the old heads or people that have something to say that they've already researched and look at, do the homework for you, then you go do your own homework. You go see why there's a lot of fuss as to why somebody does or does not look good. All of those good things. Yeah, we're going to have a good time, man. But till the next Ultimate Raider Fan show, we are out. Peace.
Proposal, you been